What's up, y'all, and welcome back. Y'all are here at Smoking 420, guys. Let's go. This is a new react, so we're going to react to some crazy and creepy TikToks. All right, here it is.
Strange, odd and bizarre videos, part 1. Strange, odd and bizarre videos, part 1.
Oh, hell no. What the hell? I don't trust stuff like this right here. Anybody can manipulate that.
I can hear.
Alright, creepy-o. Hell no, I'm moving. I'm out.
Look at this. People are reporting very strange numbers in the skies of Southern California. It is thought that these numbers were created by a commercial plane for a specific business, but these numbers are short of a phone number. What is even more bizarre is that on weather applications like Ventusky, the weather seems to have been forming numbers over the ocean. The numbers appear to be 499-1283.
1283.
Look at this. People are...
How many of y'all seen numbers?
Romania, so he started recording a video with a camera hidden in his hand to investigate it further. Going forward to the growling voices coming from the dark room, he was shocked to see the humanoid creature that was caged in there. It had no hair, no clothes on, and the weirdly large eyes were enough to scare the spectators. Because the video cuts there, nothing much is known about the mysterious creature, but it is said that the zoo was later shut down due to some animal violation.
Me and my family stood in shock today and captured this very bizarre looking cloud. I've never seen anything like this in my 29 years on Earth, and neither has my father, who's in his mid-50s. We all stood here and watched this cloud for like 30 minutes-ish. Not even. I sped up the video, obviously, but tell me how the fuck this is normal. How is there a whole shadow?
Strange things could go uncanny.
Fashion nowadays is crazy.
Strange humanoid goat creature. What the hell is it? This isn't right at all.
That's a
strange humanoid goat creature.
The devil.
If you stare into a mirror for 30 seconds and see something eerie, this bizarre phenomenon is known as the Troxler effect. By focusing on one spot, your brain ignores unchanging details, filling gaps with illusions, shapes, shadows, or something creepy. But is it the Troxler effect, or just you?
And some of y'all might not want to be left alone with what y'all's mind comes up with. How many people's tried this? Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried this and if it works. I mean, I guess it's scientific. Specialized Transport LLC. transport enough. Definitely looks suspicious.
So I'm about to go to bed, but I'm going to ask.
Straws. Can't really tell what I'm looking at, y'all. Y'all let me know if y'all see what I'm talking about.
How bizarre! How bizarre!
It looked normal at first. This was a crescent moon, a clear view, no trees, no clouds. I can't comprehend what I'm looking at. Well, that's crazy. It's like it's glitching out. Weather manipulation and CERN is fucking everything up, y'all.
Almost looks like a reflection or a shadow of several objects moving through the clouds.
Shit.
Stranger still, just below, you see several disc-shaped objects.
Well, I know they got
downwards.
scientific explanations for everything. Somebody tell me what that is in the clouds. Because it looks huge. And it don't look right.
Several commenters suggested it was an example of Project Bluebeam. Interesting, this footage doesn't exactly show a floating Jesus head high up in the sky. Some viewers thought it might be a trick of the light or some kind of mirage.
I don't know, yeah.
So what do you...
I wouldn't know what it was. Definitely eerie. I wonder where they're at. If this is at Bonnet Dune, it's probably Daryl Kerrigan's two-stroke at full moon. That's pretty funny. Huh, I wonder what that is.
Strangest things in history that really happened. So back in 1915, a woman from South Carolina named Essie Dunbar suffered an epileptic seizure that caused her to collapse and quit breathing. A doctor was summoned and he checked Essie for a pulse, and he declared her deceased. Soon after that, Essie's family arranged for a quick funeral. The funeral was held at a local church. Essie's body was placed in a wooden coffin and lowered into her grave, as mourners gathered around to pay their respects. The problem is, while all this was going on, Essie's sister was out of town, which made her late for the services. By the time she got there, Essie's coffin had already been placed into the grave and covered with dirt. When Essie's sister realized that Essie had already been buried, she begged the three presiding ministers to give her one last chance to see her sister's face. The three preachers collectively sighed, and they agreed. So they dug Essie up and hauled the coffin back to the surface. Then they unscrewed the lid and unsealed the coffin. That's when all hell broke loose. That's because Essie Dunbar sat straight up in her coffin and smiled at everyone. People began screaming and running for their lives. The three preachers got knocked over into the grave. Two of them trampled the third one, breaking several of that priest's ribs. Things grew even worse after that, when Essie climbed out of her coffin and began chasing after the mourners who were all running away from her, thinking Essie was a zombie. Even after that, it took some convincing for some of the locals to believe that Essie wasn't a zombie. Essie Dunbar went on to live for another 47 years until finally passing away in May of 1962 at age 77. This time was for keeps.
That might be the craziest shit I've ever heard, y'all. Could y'all imagine you go to see Grandma, final resting place, and she jumps up out of the coffin, and then she's got the sense of humor to chase motherfuckers around. Damn, I love it.
Strangest animal stories in history. Number 3 is the weirdest of them all. Number 1. Signalman Jack. During the 1880s, a South African signalman named James Edwin Wyde bought a baboon that he named Jack. Wyde soon realized that Jack was smart enough to sweep the floor and do other minor chores around the train station. After Wyde lost both his legs in an accident, he taught Jack to do his job for him, working the rail switches, directing trains onto the right tracks. Jack worked the rail switches for 9 years before passing away in 1890. In all that time, he never made a single mistake. Number 2, Wojtek the War Bear. On April 8, 1942, a group of Polish soldiers discovered an orphan brown bear cub in the mountains of Iran. The Poles were so moved by the innocent cub that they named him Wojtek and raised him from a baby. Pretty soon, Wojtek the brown bear grew to 500 pounds and became the troop's mascot. The soldiers taught the bear to smoke cigarettes and drink from a beer bottle. The bear became a cult hero, and over time the troops came to think of him as another enlisted soldier. But when British regulations forbade the Polish soldiers from keeping a pet with them, they managed to get around this by drafting Wojtek into the Polish army as a private in the 22nd Artillery Supply Company. After the war, Wojtek ended up on a farm in Scotland, where he lived among other former Polish soldiers who lodged there with him. After that, Wojtek spent the rest of his life in the Edinburgh Zoo, where he was often visited by other members of his platoon. Part 3. Mike the Headless Chicken. In 1945, farmer Lloyd Olson of Fruita, Colorado, was preparing to eat supper with his mother-in-law when he was sent out to the yard to bring back a chicken to be cooked. Olson chose a 5-month-old chicken named Mike, but Olson slipped when he went to chop the chicken's head off with an axe, taking off the head but leaving most of Mike's brainstem intact. Remarkably, Mike the chicken kept on living even without his head. Mike was still able to walk, preen, peck for food, and crow. Olson put Mike on display in a number of touring sideshows until he finally passed away 18 months later. Strangest animal stories in history.
That's crazy.
Number 3 is the weirdest of them all.
Something weird is happening in the middle of the ocean, and I don't see many people talking about it, so I want to show this video to you. Basically, these guys are in a boat in the middle of the ocean. They're just cruising through, minding their own business, and you're going to see this weird phenomenon. This may be normal, I don't know. I haven't seen anyone talking about it, not trying to start a conspiracy, but take a look. You're going to see the water be really, smooth here, and then they're going through a part that's really, really rough. Now, I can't... Right here. So you can... it's kind of... Yeah, right here. See this line? They're in the middle of the ocean. The water is the same depth on here as it is here, but it goes from super rough to really smooth, completely different textured water. I do not know what causes this. Maybe some of you experts out there can give us a hand, but this is kind of...
Two different waterfronts.
Strange things caught on camera.
What the fuck? That's pretty cool. Damn. I would trust that tomato, yo. Pumpkin. Potato. Is that normal? It's gotta be AI generated, y'all. I don't think I believe this. Oh, wow. Fucking double-headed lock. really dumb. New area code, y'all. Oh wow. Is there such thing as volcano lightning, y'all? Let me know in the comments. That's pretty crazy. The inside of the tree's on fire. You get some awesome pizza cooked in there. Little brick oven, tree oven. Oh shit. Hell no. Like the Terminator, bro.
Imagine a tree that bleeds bright red sap, and it's 100% real. Meet the dragon blood tree, native to Socotra and the Canary Islands. When you nick its bark, red resin oozes out just like blood. Ancient healers called it dragon's blood and used it to stop bleeding, fight inflammation, kill bacteria, and speed up wound healing. But it's not just medicine. The tree's umbrella-shaped crown looks straight out of a fantasy novel. Imagine a tree that bleeds bright red sap, and it's 100% real.
Stuff like this. Alright, y'all, that's it, man. I've enjoyed it. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Check us out next time for more reacts to crazy and bizarre TikToks, y'all. I love y'all, and I'll see you next time.